The Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. Oh my gosh. The Vampire Stream. Listen, YouTube's not sending out notifications, so I don't know if I can even complete this Vampire Stream. We're going to see. Man, YouTube has been bugging with that, not sending out no notifications. So we're going to see who show up and if we got enough people for the Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. I look at LJ. Yeah. The Vampire Stream. How's everybody doing? Ooh, what's going on? Hold on. Ooh. I said, ooh. The Vampire Stream. Man, YouTube got to get it together. What is that emoji? Where'd you get that from? How do you do that? Where you get that vampire from? Salute to the big homie Ego in the chat. G Brown, what's up? The vampire. I got something in my beard. Y'all don't tell me. The Vampire Stream. Yo, we popping up like Orville Red. Oh, wow. Get out of here. He said we popping up like Orville Redenbacher. Man, y'all got to pop up with them likes. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do this Vampire Stream. Because I got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm going to see. I'm going to see if more people show up. But we got to get it cracking. If not, I'll do another stream mañana. New York out here. You know what? Because I don't know if there's going to be a full stream. But what are y'all suggestions for the channel? What else do y'all want? That's a good time since we have a nice, quaint audience. What do y'all want to see more of on the channel? Let's get it. I need to know. Speak to me. This is the perfect time where we could discuss this type of stuff. What do y'all want to hear? What do y'all want to see? The Vampire Stream. Yeah, we working. Oh, you checked that out? Yeah, make sure you guys check that out, man. We putting in work. So my man Jose de Jesus, he was in it. Yeah, check it out. Show them some love too. Oh, you like that? I know what you're talking about. The Zoom, like where we are all like in the Hollywood squares. Yeah. We got another one coming. Hey, Jose, when should we do another one? I'm trying to get on the schedule. When should we do another group session? The meeting. We got another meeting to do. Yeah, we're going to do another one for the Patreons and the channel members. We'll talk about the hottest stuff. Next week, Monday. I'd love to see fight breakdowns as I learned a lot. Shit, what fight, LJ? Them top rank cards? How long you been on? No notification. I just happen to be checking out some videos. See, that's what they do. See, YouTube's on that dumb shit. YouTube's on that dumb shit because this is how it works. Like, as far as, you know, the research and reports about it, the algorithm is attracted to when you guys, the fans, find videos that you want and like, it's supposed to recommend more of those videos. But the thing is, when it comes to like live streams and stuff, if YouTube doesn't ration out the video, then that means you guys will, technically be on the YouTube platform and may not know that I just dropped content, or whoever the content creator is. So that means it's going to look like you're disinterested in channels that you may have like wanted to see the content and they just didn't send you a notification. So it would create almost like an endless spiral where you're not being fed out the content to channels that you want. Like, that's a problem, bro. Oh, I'm out of focus. My bad. That's a problem. Oh, shit. It's this, I got to figure out another situation because it's the microphone. It doesn't know what to focus on. I'll play with it later. I'm not worried about it. But that's what's going on. Like, YouTube's trying to switch stuff up with the algorithm and be greedy. But you got to send the content out. How is it that people want to be involved in the channel and come to the live streams, but they didn't get the notification? Don't make sense. So then their algorithm is going to say, oh, Ego's on or whatever channel, and you didn't go to the video, but you didn't send it the video. So that doesn't make sense. So they got to, I feel like I've been on YouTube long enough where I see these things. When this pandemic hit in my brain, I was like, man, my live streams are going to be even crazier. I'm like, the live streams are going to be crazier because everyone's at home, or a lot of people, couldn't go out for a period of time. But YouTube actually did a worse job of sending the notifications out, if you believe that. They actually got worse. It's like they turned off notifications completely. So you'll occasionally get one. So, I don't know. But either way, we pandemic proof. I'll be getting super chats. So my time is always compensated. Yeah. I'm just saying, for the fans that want to see it, listen, the only thing I could... Hold on. Floyd's live. What the hell? I was trying to see what Floyd was up to. He in shape. He said, come on, you bum. Let's go, bum. Hey, he wildin', bro. Oh, he gonna try to cross him over. Layup. Okay, Tony Parker. Okay. He in shape, bro. I think Floyd coming back. Hey, he wildin'. Use a fucking bum. He playing basketball like his boxing, like it's nothing. Oh, he all the way underneath. Oh, he trying to draw the foul. He traveling and shit. Oh, hell nah. Did him. Hey, he wildin', dog. He in shape, though. Man, these young fighters, they not fucking with Floyd. Floyd the next level because Floyd, he too disciplined. Man, that work ethic is serious. That man, how you just stay in shape for 22 years? Listen, I'm not talking about stay in shape like just stay in shape. Like you just work out, because that in itself is hard. But stay in competition shape where you and compete at the highest level against champions, former champions, You know, people want to take your head off because it's different. Like you could just be in shape, like on some bodybuilding fitness stuff. But generally speaking, if you're doing shows like that, no one's like Mike Rashad. Nobody's trying to take his head off and fight him, and stuff like that. Man, that work ethic is crazy. He gave you a discipline 20 plus years. Who watched the top rank card tonight? The Vampire Straight. The Vampire Straight. Who watched that with the top rank card? Bro, I didn't watch the whole card. I was, I had a lot. I've been doing a lot. I got a lot of stuff. What'd you think of it, Prophet? Shout out to my dude, Prophet. I think you hit me up on Twitter earlier, or you retweeted something. But I seen the main event. I didn't watch the first couple rounds. I missed some of it, but I seen the replays and stuff. But I finished the main event with Jesse Magdaleno. It ended in a disqualification. Like, bro, what type of shit is this? The dude in the top ranked main event, Vincent, or whatever the fuck motherfucker's name is, he hit Magdaleno low so many times, they deducted 4 points. Man, what type of shit is this? when the last time you watched a fight and a motherfucker had 4 points taken off? Like, this shit, like, to be honest, that was a bad look for the top ranked main event. I know they couldn't control it. Like, you can't control a fighter fouling, but it's on your watch. Bro, he had 4 points. Get him out of here, bro. I don't know if I even seen that. Like, you just have 4 points taken away. Man, what? It wasn't a good fight. And then the thing I didn't like from Jesse Magdaleno is this is my honest opinion. I don't think he was in shape like that. And I heard about him. I heard about his, like, he ain't, put it this way, he ain't Floyd with the discipline. That's what I heard, And it showed because he was letting this dude try to roughhouse him and low blow. I was always like taught, you got to fight fire with fire sometimes. If somebody bring that into your kitchen, you can't just allow that. You know what I mean? He was acting like almost intimidated by, there was points where he was talking to the dude and it looked like he was talking some trash, but he looked like he was too tired to kind of do anything about it in the later rounds. And he was letting this dude somewhat kind of bully him. Now, had that been a Maidana or somebody better, then it would have been ugly for Magdaleno. Yeah, that Stevenson card on ESPN was all right. Listen, I don't know. Boxing has come back super light. Like the cards that Top Rank, they're trying to bring something back. But see, this is my honest opinion. I got to get you guys with the real. One of the issues where I think with other promoters outside of, like, let's say PBC, because I think PBC has done this aspect the best. Top Rank and DAZN particularly, they didn't invest as much time and energy in the American fighter as they needed. Period. And now when we're in a situation like this, I feel like this is why it's going to be a post-pandemic is going to be a slower start. Do you see what I'm saying? For example, I don't feel that, this is just my opinion, when PBC comes back, I feel like there's going to be probably, I don't know what matches they're going to make, but I feel like PBC has done a better job with homegrown talent and cultivating that and giving us background and storylines and distributing that. So there's a lot of guys that we know of, and I'm not talking about like Errol Spence and Wilder. Of course we know them. Those are the big dogs. Charlo, okay, those are the big names. But I'm saying I feel PBC has even more range for post-pandemic type of fights that are more compelling because we spent time getting to know these independent fighters, right? Let's play a quick game. I need to get paid for this, to be honest, but I'll play the game Ego Matchmakers. PBC can make fights, and I'm talking about realistic fights post-pandemic. And I think there'll be more people kind of anticipating. Like, for example, I'll give you Ego Matchmaker. Smash the like button. I got you. Berto and Jose Cito Lopez, they already fought. They could do a rematch. Now, this is not the biggest, most desired fight ever created in the welterweight division. I get that. But I think that's a solid fight that PBC could do something just like that, and it would be a fun fight to watch the rematch. You see what I'm saying? Or Berto versus Sergey Lipinets, or Jose Cito Lopez versus Sergey Lipinets. These are very makeable fights in my opinion. And I feel like they would be better served main events than Magdaleno versus whoever the fuck, Vicente. You see what I'm saying? And that's building and cultivating fighters, their stories, placing them on undercard. Like a lot of the other promoters, it seems to me like they haven't even focused on the American talent, right? They're so busy like telling you the Eastern European, or, saying the foreign market has all the fighters, So now this is where it hurts them. Berto versus Broner, that's bananas. I would love that. Look, on a Vampire stream, $25. I told you, the money keep coming in. Daryl Zepeda, the money keep coming in. He said he finally got a live stream. Salute to the team. I'm driving home. Yeah, drive safely. Hope you're doing all right. Appreciate you. And he said, but peace and love to everyone. We working. Yeah. So I just feel like even post-pandemic, PBC's probably in the best position of even making middle-of-the-road fights that are more compelling. Like this whole Magdaleno, I didn't see no promo or nothing. I mean, it's a Tuesday. They're doing Tuesday and Thursday fights. Like, how is Shakur, as talented as he is, and you got him fighting like an unknown person on a Tuesday, and his card is averaging 306,000, peaking or doing, a peak at 609,000, something like that. It's just weird to me. And I think part of that is because what I've said, and I've always said, certain companies haven't rolled out the red carpet treatment for certain fighters, oftentimes black fighters. I really feel this. If Gervonta Tank Davis, if he fights, let's say, remember when I went to his fight in Baltimore, so I'll use that. He fought his mandatory, right? He fought his mandatory Ricardo Nunes. I feel like even without no crowd, since Tank is so relevant and known, that would build more excitement and anticipation, even if he was fighting a fight like that, because it's Tank. Do you see what I'm saying? Mikey versus Ghost Guerrero. I don't know. I don't think Robert Guerrero looked that great when I seen him last, but, if that's what it's come to, then that's what it is. So I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like, and the other thing is PBC has the biggest stable, so they can make, I just feel like it's going to be a different level of anticipation when PBC, they're taking their time. That's what it looks like. DAZN as well, and they're kind of letting Top Rank be the first front runner, and you get to see what they did, good and bad. Being first is not always the best. It depends on what you're first on. Top Rank, they're trying to bring boxing back and get their business back, but they're going through it. They had some COVID fails. They had at least 2 people fail for COVID. They had a fighter come in 5-6 pounds heavy. They got Oscar Rivas was supposed to headline in July. His fight got canceled. That's 4 or 5 fights. 2 Mexicans on the Mexican date better than anything on DAZN. Oh man, we ain't even. Yeah, DAZN. They definitely got DAZN's in a whole different space though, because no matter what, ESPN for me is just on basic cable, so I could just, or at best the $4.99 ESPN Plus, depending on where they place it. DAZN's a whole different ball game because that's $20 a month. That's $20 a month for whatever the fuck they come up with. Hey, Jose, my dude Jose, he be so blunt with it. Listen to what he said. He said, I think Top Rank is just putting a bunch of fights together. They don't care much of the quality now. That's so crazy. But I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. Like, the thing is, I feel like with Top Rank and DAZN recently, there's no real succession plan. You see what I'm saying? There's really no succession plan. It's just like a hodgepodge of different fights. Like, what does it lead to? Does that make sense? Like Shakur Stevenson, I went to his fight in Reno, and he was in a title fight. That was his first ever title fight. He got the title, and then he moves up to 130. So I don't even think he had a title defense or nothing. And then he moves up to 130, and then because we're in a pandemic, they put him in with a super unknown fake-ass Miguel Cotto or whoever that was, Felix the Cat or whatever. And then the fake Miguel Cotto, that was not Miguel Cotto. That was Miguel No. Anyway, Shakur beat the brakes off him. So it just, I feel like it's less of a succession plan. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't lead. Even Terrence Crawford, Buzz, my dude, I really respect the skill set. But if you look at the fights that kind of has been on the table for him, it's not really crescendoing to anything. It's not really leading to anything. Okay, so you just fought Mean Machine. That's your mandatory, so that's out the way. Terrence Crawford has one belt, right? Yeah, that was Miguel Culo. That boy was ass. That's fucking Miguel Coño. Shit, he was horrible. That was not Miguel. Who the fuck was that? That's Miguel Coño. That's Miguel Coño. He was trash. I'm just telling you. I mean, that would have happened to most fighters because Shakur's nice with it, but he was kind of extra. Bro, he was Miguel Coño. Get him out of here. Anywho, I don't know, man. It's just it's gonna be rough with matchups like this, because if Shakur Stevenson card did 300,000 to 600,000, and he to me is a bigger name and a bigger kind of presence, undefeated, moving up, signed with Jay Prince. If that card did 300 and 600, does anyone believe the Jesse Magdaleno card is going to slaughter that in numbers and do way better? I don't know. It's probably going to do worse, or maybe just about the same. And you have to really question numbers like that on premium, like a premium channel like ESPN. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ESPN as a whole, have they really dove into their boxing department and made a lane for boxing? Because it doesn't really seem like it, because the number, how is ESPN as big as it is, yet these are the numbers you're doing on regular ESPN? It's like the promotion is not there. So I would like to see more of a succession plan, like what does Shakur Stevenson go from there, like from that performance? Like, is he going to get a Bear Chelt or something off of that? You know what I'm saying? Just more of a structure to, it's just like random fight. Like they said Crawford could fight Kell Brook. Okay, what does that mean? You fought your mandatory Mean Machine. You know what I'm saying? You fought Jeff Horn, you fought Jose Benavidez. Who else you fight? Amir Khan. That's kind of random. And then you fight your mandatory, and then you fight Kell Brook. I don't know. I feel like not every fight is going to be your most difficult fight. I get that. But once you get to a certain level, I feel like you should be in a certain echelon where it's not just regression fights. Like Shakur Stevenson is clearly nice. I don't care if he's in a pandemic. I feel like there's a certain threshold of fighter where anything below that is just kind of disrespect for him to even be fighting. And it doesn't really prove much or give him the proper learning. You see what I'm saying? Tonight fight was lit for sure. One of them was action-packed. Well, the main event was boo-boo because it ended in a disqualification. So, I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about some undercard shit. Anyway, we'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what PBC and DAZN, what their plan is, what they potentially come for. But I just feel like he said garbage. Y'all crazy. I just feel like here's an example. Old media get mad because I speak the truth. They think, oh, you're a PBC lover. Man, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if you like me. Don't watch me. It's that simple. But there's more of a backstory. Like, for example, PBC could make Dominic Brazil versus Adam Kaunaki. They're both coming off losses. They could do Dominic Brazil versus Andy Ruiz. I mean, who wouldn't watch that? I mean, that's not the biggest fight ever. That seems like a reasonable fight that even with the no crowd and the post-pandemic that PBC could potentially pull off. You see? Andy Ruiz versus Dominic Brazil. That doesn't seem like such a big ask. Now, other fights, bigger fights might be harder to do. But you could do Dominic Brazil versus Charles Martin. Charles Martin beat Gerald Washington. You know, that's a solid fight. You could do Dominic Brazil versus Robert Helenius. And again, I feel like a lot of, at least the boxing fans, would know these fights. Ajagba, yeah, if they want to move Ajagba into that type of fight, that's another option. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a succession plan, and I feel like it's more of just more continuity. Like you would imagine if Adam Kaunaki got past Robert Helenius, he's working towards something. He's working towards getting a Wilder shot, a bigger fight with Luis Ortiz, a bigger fight with Andy Ruiz. But that's what's missing in the game is in my opinion, some of the other promoters, there doesn't seem to really be much of a plan to the fight. It's just like, are you available? Okay, cool. We're going to make you with the fight. Yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, okay, what is Shakur? Name a big fight that Top Rank and ESPN are building for Shakur Stevenson. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what's the storyline? Like, okay, he's at 130 now. What's his bag? Like, where's his aim? Who is he gonna fight? Because I haven't heard no type of promotion, no nothing about Shakur Stevenson. In a couple fights, he could fight this guy. You see what I'm saying? That succession plan is important, probably more important than you think. But I feel like PBC does the best job of getting it when it comes to the succession plan. Meaning, if you play your role, you fight this level of fight, or you fight some sturdy guys, and boom, 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 then you well on your way to the bigger fights. It's that simple. Here's a prime example would be Yordenis Ugas. You know that, first of all, he just had a big fight. Sean Porter, that was a title fight. So he just had a big fight, right? Then he fought and stopped my dude, Mike Dallas. Shout out to my man. So he fought Omar Figueroa also on the Pacquiao-Thurman card. So to me, I feel like Ugas is a prime example of somebody who's on track. If he keeps fighting these types of fights, maybe get a Lipinets fight or something like that. And if he keeps doing well and he keeps winning, then he's clearly going to get some of the bigger names at welterweight. It's almost inevitable. Yeah, smash that like button. Yeah, I don't know if the Warrington fight's even close to happening. Bear Chelt is the only one of note that Top Rank would move the needle for Shakur. And they're lining him up to fight Oscar Valdez. So that's what I'm saying. Shakur is kind of in no man's land without a succession plan as to who he should be fighting. Because Oscar Valdez, to my knowledge, and Miguel Berchelt, that's the thing that they're trying to make. You know what I mean? So that kind of leaves Shakur, like, it doesn't make sense if Shakur, the U.S. Olympian, has to fight the loser. But then even as far as fighting the winner, I don't feel like the seeds are being planted for him to fight the winner. I haven't heard nothing on the ESPN telecast where they said, hey, Shakur Stevenson, you know, he has his eyes on, and I'm not saying him because I know he's about it, but I'm saying his management, his promotion. I haven't seen nothing structurally that they're doing that would lead Shakur down the path of that. I know Shakur would take the fight because somebody on Twitter was just saying that Berchelt stay away from him, and he laughed. So he wants to smoke. But I'm just saying it has to lead to something. Who are you talking to? Who's Robert Joyner? I don't even see that person. Who's Robert Joyner? Who is that? I don't even know what is he talking about, real brother? I asked you then, who do they have that you waiting to see? What do you mean, who do they have? Bro, you a moron. What you mean, who do they have? Who does PBC have that I like watching? There's a lot of fighters I like watching, to be honest. Wilder, David Benavidez, my dude Caleb Plant, my dude Joey Spencer. I like Rigondeaux. I want to see what next for him. What are you talking about? Who do they have? You guys, he a beast. He right up there. And this man telling me who do they have? What the fuck do you mean? Mario Barrios, that's my guy. What do you mean? Who do they have? F.A. Ajagba. I like watching his career. The motherfucker talking about who do they have? Bro, but the thing is, it's a succession plan. For example, I bet you I can name Luis Ortiz. Man, why you let my man Jose De Jesus destroy you like that? Andy Ruiz? What the fuck do you mean? Who do they have? It's like, blood, who do they have? What do you mean? Who do they have? Dumbass little boy. What you talking about? Who do they have? There's a lot of fighters that they have. Bro, I want to see how Andy Ruiz bounced back. He got Canelo's trainer's a beast. He complains, or not complains, but he said he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. So I'm anxious to see how he looks with Canelo's trainer. What you mean? Who do they have, bro? Man, just block this dude. It's not even worth my time. And listen, man, I should make somebody pay for his sins. Get him out of here. That motherfucker talking about who do they have, bro. But see, this is the thing. Let me talk to my people now. There's a progression in the storyline behind it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like David Benavidez, I've been checking in with his career. Like I seen the Anthony Durrell fight on the Spence Porter card. I seen David Benavidez live at the Mikey Garcia Errol Spence card. I've seen David Benavidez versus Ron Gavril 1 and 2. You know, I seen David Benavidez and who else did he fight? Oh, when he did that weird ass combo on Porky Medina, that shit was like some legendary shit. He said bah bah bah, and his head went like that. Like what the fuck? He hit him with like a 20 punch combo. You see what I'm saying? So my point being is, that's where boxing needs to get, kind of what PBC is doing in terms of you're in tune with these guys' careers, where you've actually seen them, not just the big stars. You see what I'm saying? Like I know, the money keep coming. I told you gonna pay. They gonna pay for your sins. Stop playing with me. The money keep coming in. Stop playing with me. Yeah, shout out to Nider Johnson, $10 money gang. Bro, stop playing with me. Wait till I get this new iMac. It's really finna be a wrap. I'm gonna have more power. I'm gonna edit faster. It's really gonna be a wrap. That shit's expensive, so I'm kind of waiting. I got to get a bed. I got to get an iMac. But yeah, bro, stop playing with me. But the point I'm making is it makes it easy when these guys are loaded on like loaded cards and stuff like that, and you get to follow their career. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've seen David Benavidez at mad fights of his. So, yeah, I'm checking for him. You see what I'm saying? Like, this comes to mind. Like, I could think of offhand who David Benavidez has fought in the last few years. But there's a lot of other guys with other promotions, and I cover boxing with a great memory, and it's fuzzy. You don't hear it, like, because maybe they're on small car, whatever the situation is. I can tell you, I just named them. Ron Gavril, 1. Ron Gavril, 2. Porky Medina. David Benavidez versus Anthony Durrell on the Spence versus Sean Porter card. Him versus David Benavidez versus J. Leon Love on the Spence Mikey Garcia card. Right? That's a gang of fights, so I know what's happening. I know when he got the WBC the first time. I know how he lost it. I know how he got it back, and he became the first to stop Anthony Durrell. So it becomes easy to follow the sport. But Top Rank and DAZN, some of the fights, it's like, where's Isaac Dogbe? You see what I'm saying? He got his ass beat. Ni hao. His motherfucker got ni hao out the game. Like, where is he? Where is Isaac Dogbe right the fuck now? Just because you lose, he just disappeared? The motherfucker was like, ni hao. Navarrete whooped his ass twice. And then where is he? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know where he's at. Where the fuck is Nicholas Walters? Like, he fought Lomachenko, and then what? Where is he at? Like, I don't even know where the fuck he's at. Bro, where's Nicholas Walters, cuz? Like, real talk. See, y'all need to stop playing with the God. Where's Nicholas Walters? You see how this, like, people just vanish and shit. I'm like, what the hell? I literally don't know where he's at. Has anyone seen Nicholas Walters? When's the last time he fought? So Vodstick, he just retired. He's with Top Rank. So he retired. He lost to Beterbiev, and he said, I'm out, age 31. So, wish him a happy retirement. But so that he's a good fighter I was checking for. So it's not really a storyline. Beterbiev, what's next for him? I thought Beterbiev looked awesome versus Vodstick. So Vodstick just retired, so it's not like they're going to do a rematch. So where is Beterbiev? You see what I'm saying? It makes it hard to follow it. That makes it hard to follow the sport. I cover boxing, so I have a good memory. I remember these fights and covered some of them. But it becomes hard when it's like out of sight, out of mind. You can't follow. It's like just hodgepodge of fights. I could tell you all of Broner's recent fights. All of them. But can you tell me all of Jesse Magdalena's fights? All of DAZN and Daniel Roman, who they fired? Can you tell me all of his fights? Come on, stop playing with me, bro. He said, I ain't seen Walters since the Loma fight. That's what I'm saying. Nobody know where Nicholas Axeman Walters is. So it becomes hard when you don't have that continuation. He said, wipe yourself off. Wipe yourself out, man. You dead. That's what I'm saying. He ain't going to be in Rush Hour 3 fucking with me. That's the point I'm making. It becomes hard to follow the sport of boxing when certain guys just disappear out of nowhere. Like, I'm just trying to think of names. Like, Nicholas Walters is a big one. I was messing with his whole career. Where is he at? Where's Miguel Mariaga? See, that's what I'm talking about. Top Rank scheduled Shakur Stevenson to fight Miguel Mariaga. Miguel Mariaga fought against Nicholas Walters and lost, and he fought against Lomachenko and Oscar Valdez, and he lost. So I would have rather seen Shakur Stevenson versus that common name that's at least fought guys that I know rather than the fake ass Cotto dude he fought. How is this hard for anybody to understand? He just fought some fake Miguel Cotto looking up, Miguel Nono, Miguel Coño. I don't know who that is, but at least Miguel Mariaga would be a barometer because Valdez fought him, Loma fought him, and Walters fought him. So that was the fight before the pandemic. So what happened, Biggie? What happened? What happened with the Mariaga fight? So when the pandemic ends, it's not like Mariaga, I mean, I would imagine is requesting $10 million or some shit. So what happened to that fight? So that's what I'm saying when it comes to succession plan. It's just random fights. You know? Like Michaela Mayer, I know she didn't get her fight, but what's her succession plan? Who's she gonna fight? Are they building to a Katie Taylor fight or this, that fight? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to understand. And I again, like, let's say Brazil. I can name Brazil's recent fights. I really can. I don't know about y'all, but I can. He fought Wilder. Like, in the last few years I'm talking about. He fought AJ. He fought Wilder. He fought that Izuki or whatever, the African dude on the Wilder Gerald Washington card. He fought against Eric Molina on the Wilder Stavern card. You see a commonality? Wilder versus Stavern 2. Brazil was on the undercard in the final eliminator that got him the number 1 spot. Right? He fought on the Wilder heavyweight card when Wilder fought Gerald Washington, and then remember they got in the fight in the hotel lobby because Brazil is friends with Gerald Washington, who got stopped, and I guess Brazil was in the crowd talking shit. And then Brazil later on fought against Carlos Negron, a U.S. Olympian, and then he later fought Wilder. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to succession plan. It's like easy to follow because I'm like, okay, I seen Brazil versus AJ. I seen Brazil after he lost to AJ and he came back and he fought a common AJ opponent in Eric Molina and stopped him and became the number 1 WBC manager. So it's a process where that's why I said it's going to be easier for PBC kind of to come back, especially in this pandemic, because they have so many people and we know a lot of these people's recent fight. We've watched them. I know my crowd, and I see some of the same faces and names, and that's just what it is. Like, for example, who else is there? So I just went over Dominic Brazil. Just all these dudes. Really, like Charles Martin, we could think of fights that he's been in. Okay, he fought AJ. He fought against the dude with the messed up knee, Glasgow. He fought against Adam Kaunaki. He came back and just stopped Gerald Washington. It's like a process that's been built over the last few years, like basically almost like mini tournaments. So it's kind of fresh in your mind who a lot of these guys have fought. But when it comes to some other promoters, I haven't seen that as much. Like Isaac Dogbe, I really don't know where he's been. Where is he? Where is Isaac Dogbe at? Like, when's his comeback fight? Like, I get it. He lost. Where is he at? What's good with him? What's up with Blood? That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be harder for that when you don't have like any kind of rhyme or reason to the staging of the fight. And then, like I said, Terrence Crawford, great fighter. If he doesn't fight a PBC guy, who is he going to fight? I want y'all to answer that. Name a dope fight post-pandemic. Block Gene Thomas or whatever the fuck his name is. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get rid of him. Name somebody that you think Terrence Crawford can fight post-pandemic that is realistic with no crowd. That's a dope fight. If he doesn't fight, because at this point, everybody's just trying to save their businesses and make what works for them. So if let's say he won't be able to get a fighter on somebody else's platform. So who is Crawford going to fight post-pandemic with no crowd, no live gate, that makes sense, that is elevated competition that people would want to see? View of the Bay said Crawford versus contract. Hey, I'm done, bro. Shout out to the Bay, though. 510. Bro, that's what I'm saying. There's no real, it don't seem like there's a fucking plan. It don't seem like there's a plan. And this is not a knock on Bud totally, because, it's a team effort. I know Bud would fight anybody. I really feel he would fight anybody, but it doesn't look like the cards are aligned. Okay, Kell Brook, even that's okay. Post-pandemic is okay, but what does that really do for Bud? It doesn't really do. He's already a champion. Kell Brook said he couldn't make 147. Kell Brook got stopped by Errol Spence. Kell Brook got stopped by Triple G. So it's just going to be kind of a barometer where people are going to compare Crawford versus Kell Brook versus Errol Spence and Kell Brook. That's how people are going to look at it. Bro, you dropping too many gems right now. Shout out to my man, Real Brother 32. I'm just a real boxing fan, and I'm just trying to get answers. I don't see it. I don't see who. So and this is the problem that I've talked about. A lot of times you see this with black fighters. A lot of these promoters, they look at the black as the fucking, black is in right now. If you notice in the news, the BLM movement and stuff. So who are you, what these black talents that you have, there's no real plan that's been in motion for the last couple of years as to who they should fight, period. Now, look at somebody like you guys. You guys ain't even in the Crawford level of being a champion, or in the fans' view of like Crawford could be number one, right? But you guys got mad options. I'm just saying, if PBC opened up the floodgate and said, you guys, you could fight this, that, he got options. Who want to go against the Dawn and tell me I'm lying? Tell me you guys don't got more clear path, easy options to good fights, even in the pandemic, that are reasonable to make. Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready for all the smoke. Please tell me. I'm talking about a direct path, and it seems likely. Not some made up shit where you just guessing some name and there's no legwork to them even fighting. Let's look at you guys. I'm just spitballing. I'm just making up random things that you got. So he just beat Mike Dallas. He could fight Sergey Lipinets. I would want to see that. That's cool. Especially post-pandemic, you're only going to get but so much with no crowd. That's a good fight. I know Sergey Lipinets. He bounced back from the Mikey Garcia loss. Stopped Lamont Peterson. Let's go. He could fight Victor Ortiz. Victor been kind of MIA. I would love to see Victor Ortiz versus you guys. That's cool. To me, that's really solid. Berto. He could fight maybe even a Devin Alexander, Ivan Redcash. That's Jose Cito Lopez. And that's not even including the big dogs, the Pacquiaos, the Sean Porter rematch, the Errol Spence. He already beat Omar Figueroa, so there's kind of no point for that, right? And guys like that, Errol Spence and shit like that. And that's just off the top of my head. You guys Broner, you guys Keith Thurman, you guys Delorme. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, and these are more apparent fights where people would know both fighters type shit. That's the issue. Like, a lot of these fights that Top Rank just came back with, people know one fighter. They know Michaela Mayer. They know Shakur Stevenson, but they don't know anything about the other guy. That's going to be a harder sell. You see what I'm saying? If you guys fought Berto, if you're a boxing fan that knows you guys, then you know who the fuck Berto is. Period. But you could be a diehard Shakur Stevenson fan, but you don't know who the fuck that fake Miguel Cotto looking motherfucker he fought was. That's the point. None of this, that's why it's good to establish relationships and build these other guys and build storylines and stuff like that. If Andy Ruiz came back and fought Chris Arreola, we know who both of those guys are. Chris Arreola just had a slugfest with Adam Kaunaki. So to me, that's two Mexican heavyweights, which there aren't that many pro boxer Mexican heavyweights. That's cool. Post-pandemic, that's solid. That's solid. And again, it's not like Chris Arreola hasn't been seen. He was on the Spence Mikey Garcia undercard. I was there. That was a popular card, and he knocked the fool out in the card. And then he later fought Adam Kaunaki. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be familiar in people's mind recently because they've been present on big cards. So we know. Let's say Tony Harrison, another example. Tony Harrison, he's coming off a loss. He could fight anybody at 154, and post-pandemic, Tony Harrison, he just had 2 wars with Jermell Charlo. So even coming off a loss, he's still familiar in the public's mind with recent fights. He fought against Willie Nelson. He fought against Charlo twice. Those did good ratings. Tony Harrison fought against Hurd, right? So that's my point. So he has, even off of a loss, he still has momentum. So PBC, they can make Erickson Lubin, who got knocked out by Charlo, and Tony Harrison, who got knocked out by Jermell Charlo, and Erickson Lubin versus Tony Harrison, that's a good fight. And it doesn't break the bank to make that fight happen. See? Shout out to Deion Washington. Man, new media fucking these boys up. Shout out to Deion Washington. He said Tony Harrison versus Terrell Goucher post-pandemic. That's what I'm saying. You could do Tony Harrison, J-Rock. We all know J-Rock's coming off a loss by stoppage. So is Tony Harrison. But yet and still, that's still a good fight, right? You could do the Rosario dude versus Tony Harrison to see what he's really made of, right? You really could even run Charlo Harrison 3 if you wanted. I don't know if it's needed. But since Harrison won 1 and Charlo won the 2nd, you could run that if you want. You could do Hurd versus Tony Harrison again, right? You could do Brian Castano, Edislandi Lara versus Tony Harrison. These would all be familiar type fights. Some people might not know the Brian Castanos and shit, but you guys get what I'm saying. That's a hell of a fight, Ego. Lubin versus Harrison. I know. I'm the matchmaker, baby. Ego matchmaker. That's what I'm saying. The talented, someone said it. He said that the PBC talent pool is deep. They can afford to be patient in this pandemic, still pushing out content on their page. That is true, but it's also about the storyline. I'm just going to keep it real. PBC is one of the only companies in modern boxing that don't totally discard you when you lose. A lot of the other people, if you weren't a big sale, like Lomachenko, they didn't discard top rank. They didn't discard him because they had plans for him. But Isaac Dogbay, Nicholas Walters, those guys to me kind of get discarded. Jesse Magdaleno kind of get discarded where you don't really hear about them. That's not what happened. Tony Harrison lost to. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. There's nobody in the boxing game fucking with me. They ain't fucking with this new media, and y'all know that. Smash the like button. Tony Harrison got stopped by Willie Nelson. He got stopped by Swift Jared Hurd. He was doing good in that fight, but he got stopped. After that point, he fought Charlo and beat Charlo, which led and catapulted him to a rematch with Charlo that had a crazy buildup. So even though he had been stopped before, he was right back in the picture by just playing his role and being available and working his way back, right? You guys, some people don't even know he got losses, but he's right back in the welterweight picture with losses. Nobody just gave up on him. You know what I mean? You guys, he arguably, I thought he beat Sean Porter. So there's guys with losses rigging out to Lomachenko. He lost to Lomachenko. PBC started putting Rigondeaux on undercard. Now I'm checking for Rigondeaux to see how he looks again. He moved back down to weight. Cool. Andy Ruiz is coming off a loss to Anthony Joshua. But I'm not going to just discard Andy Ruiz. He looked like shit versus Joshua in the rematch, but I still like him and I still followed his career. And he's teamed up with Canelo's people, the Reynosos. So I want to see him give it another go. Right? Brazil just got knocked the fuck out. It happens. I'm still going to watch his next fight if he makes a good fight. If they did Brazil and Kaunaki, Brazil, Charles Martin, Brazil, Gerald Washington, Brazil versus Luis Ortiz. I mean, imagine that. Dominic Brazil lost to Wilder by stoppage. Luis Ortiz lost to Wilder by stoppage twice. Brazil versus Luis Ortiz, I would actually be happy with that. I think that's a really good fight, despite both of their losses to Wilder. Between the two of them, they have 3 losses to Wilder, but yet and still, that's still a fun fight. Is there anyone that believes that Luis Ortiz and Dominic Brazil, if they fought on a PBC Fox main card, heavyweight boxing, that wouldn't be bigger than Jesse Magdaleno versus the Nutcracker dude he fought tonight? You see what I'm saying? And it's because of the storyline. We've been following these guys and knowing their careers. You guys have to understand the structure and the succession plan. That's the word. Over here shaking my head like you can see me. Man, Dominic Brazil, Luis Ortiz, sign me up. That's some work. Look at MoneyGrams. And this is just me playing matchmaker with PBC's staff. I don't work for PBC. They don't give me no money. I mean, I get money off making these videos, but I don't get money from them directly or anybody else. I'm just playing matchmaker. That's why this shit is real. When it's coming from me, the Vampire, this shit is real. So, and like, I'm just being real. I'm not just picking on no one. I ain't no bully. I ain't gonna just beat no motherfucker up because the crowd want to see it. But the same can be said with DAZN as well. And that's what's watering down the game is, in my opinion, smash the fucking like button. In my opinion, you're getting like almost like desperation matches where people that would never main event or not in this part of their career main event are now main events because you have ESPN or DAZN or whoever that is so desperate to put out content and fill up the calendar that it becomes a main event. Like when I was growing up loving the sport of boxing, you weren't no main event unless you were a main event. Bars. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Listen, I said when I was growing up, you weren't a main event unless you were a main event. What I mean is you were not on anybody's main event to their card and televised unless it was pretty much a worthy. If you were Shane Mosley, okay, you the main event. You see what I'm saying? If you Eric Morales, all right, we're going to give you the main event. Okay, Vernon Forrest versus Ricardo Mayorga, okay, you the main event. You see what I'm saying? You weren't the main event unless you're the main event. Nowadays, you see promoters putting fight cards like Jesse Magdaleno. I'm not even trying to roast the homie. You know what I'm saying? You see Jesse Magdaleno, and he the main event. And I don't, like, how? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, how is he the main event? Like, he has a loss. That's cool. He doesn't have, like, a lot of branding put into the Magdaleno vehicle. I don't even know when the last time he fought, but that's your main event. You see what I'm saying? And I think boxing, to get true respect, has to get back to kind of its roots. You had to be pretty much a main event worthy. Even HBO, even towards the end, they didn't just pick anything like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, they would have Curtis Stevens versus David Lemieux as a main event. Okay, respect. Because you know what to expect from that. Somebody getting knocked the fuck out, which is what happened. But now you're seeing throughout boxing, you're seeing a lot of main events that really aren't main events, and aren't main events also based on the fact that these people haven't even been branded. They haven't been branded. So how are you the main event? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could argue, okay, Dominic Breazeale, Luis Ortiz, that ain't a true main event. That's not a Shane Mosley. That's not a Eric Morales. I get that. But it still holds its own as a main event better than Magdaleno. You see what I'm saying? Because we followed Luis Ortiz for how many fights? Like a lot of us. And was checking for Luis Ortiz. So it's different. You see what I'm saying? That's the big thing. It's like there's fights that are being made. Like Eddie Hearn and DAZN, they had a fight. Pat McDinahee or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if it's a good fight, like this is your main event? I'm just trying to think, like it'd be Sam Eggington versus Liam and shit. Like, really? This is your DAZN main event in America? Not no UK shit. This is what you putting on in America, and you're saying it's a main event? You see what I'm saying? That's what's twisting the game up. Like, and the funny thing is, even if you want to do that and then put all these people as main event, then why not build them up and put some money behind them or energy behind them to the point where, okay, you a main event, but we know who the fuck you are. Like HBO, I ain't no poo butt rookie. I've been in the game. Even before I was making videos, paying attention to boxing. HBO did a good job back in the day of promoting Andre Berto. So Berto was a thing. That's why people were so shocked at the time when he lost to Victor Ortiz, because it was like Berto was a superstar. Like, people were just looking at like, oh, he the one, he the next. They had a BET show with Nelly or some shit. Berto was on it. Like, Berto was popping. You know what I mean? That's why the upset was so shocking at the time to people that Victor Ortiz beat him, because people didn't see that coming. So Berto, I get it. He's going to be the main event on HBO, but they put energy into his brand, and HBO made you check for him. That's the difference. That now is like, Top Rank, they'll fuck around and say Michaela Mayer in a non-title fight, that's the main event. And I'm not hating on her. I don't know her. I wish her a speedy recovery. But I'm saying, like, that's your main event now, and you haven't really brought her to the masses to the point where I probably would say that's a main event. You dig? Back in the day, that's what I'm saying. The game used to be different. Main event, Marcos Maidana versus Victor Ortiz. Berto Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz versus Lamont Peterson. Amir Khan versus Lamont Peterson. These were all Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez and Katsidas. Like, these were the main events. We all fuck with Marquez. Marquez is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Definitely one of my favorite counterpunchers. Superstar like Prince Nassim. Floyd versus Manfredi. Like, these were the types of fights that were main event. Now you could be fucking Liam versus Billy Boogers, and then Eddie Hearn will tell you that's the main event in America, and you ain't even introducing Phantom of the Dark as I Perceive with like, you haven't even introduced us to Billy Boogers and Liam. Was Floyd Judah? That might not have been pay-per-view. I don't know, but that's crazy if it isn't. Hector Macho Camacho, shout out to my dude, Macho Time. That's what I'm saying. It was like authentic, like things that you could understand. Like, people had worked for their position and got to a certain level, and it's like, okay, you the main event now. Even at a TV level. I'm not talking about pay-per-view either. I'm talking about actual, just fights that you would see back in the day that were main event. Nowadays, it's like people just be making anything main event to fill a date. That's the weird part. Judah versus Mayweather was on regular HBO. Y'all got to look that up. That's crazy if it was. It might have been. I can't recall. And like I said, everybody go about their business the way they want. But the thing to do is, in my opinion, if you're going to do that and just make anybody a main event, why not get them popping? You see what I'm saying? Why not get them popping and introduce us to that person? And I'm not saying every single fight out, because every promoter has fights where, one fight or this fight ain't that dope and that tough. But I'm saying, like, boxing's in the Great Depression. We ain't had no fights for a minute. I would like to see, I know I'm not trying to come down on, like, Top Rank. They're the only ones that came out with a card. I'm not trying to be insensitive because I know we're coming off a pandemic. But truth be told, some of these main events were like this before the pandemic. You dig? They had fights like this before, like Navarrete versus so-and-so, Beterbiev versus Caleb Johnson. Like, these were main events on ESPN before. They had Vostick in Philly. Alexander Vostick, he fought some cat in Philly. I don't even know. Isn't it Alton? Alistair Overeem? I don't know what the fuck his name was. And it's like, that was like literally their main event. Or it'd be like Jason Sosa versus so-and-so. And it's like, that's what the game is getting to. Where it's like, some of these things really aren't what I would say are main events. Bro, this is the dude. Hold on. Doodoo Gumbo. Ngumbo. Bro. This was a main event on Top Rank. Doodoo, I don't know. I'm not good with names, but that say doodoo to me. Vostick fought this dude. 38-10. His name is Doodoo Ngumbu. Like, he fought the fucking Wayne Brady or whoever the fuck this is. The Black Power Ranger Zach looking at it, bro. He fought Doodoo. It's Doodoo, baby. He fought Doodoo Gumbo. You see what I'm saying? Doodoo Gumbo. That was a main event. So you can't just say it's the pandemic, because Vostick sure in the fuck fought Doodoo Gumbo with a record of 30. Bro, I swear, go look it up. That motherfucker, son of Steve Rose looking at it, bro. Who the fuck is Doodoo? It's Doodoo, baby. That motherfucking Jerry Rice son looking at it, bro. Who the fuck? Man, what, cut? Like, man, come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. Certain things just ain't really main event like that to me. Doodoo. Like, word? Doodoo. He the one now that I'm supposed to be checking for? Doodoo, baby. It's Doodoo, baby. All right. Bet. Bro, that was an ESPN main event for your ass. That motherfucker fought Pretty Willie and shit. Man, I don't know who the fuck he is. Man, what? Come on, man. Jose, my dude, he said, thank you for the vampire stream. Was much needed. Keep dropping the knowledge. Ego, stay strong. Much love. I got to go. See you guys soon. Yeah, it's probably super early for you. Enjoy. Rest up. See you later. We're going to do that group chat again. Yeah, man, he fought the cuss from Wakanda and shit. The power of the Black Panther has been removed. Bro, get the Forrest Whitaker's son. Man, come on, man. So you can't really say it's the pandemic. Because there were fights because even Shakur versus Miguel Mariaga, that was what was supposed to happen before the pandemic. You know, I don't know how big that is as a main event. You know, but I like Shakur, so I just check it out. You know, stuff like that. But there's other things that are like far more shocking. Like see, that's what I'm saying. Like Alexander Vodstick, bro. He fought doo-doo. Like Vodstick. This is what I told you. Vodstick, to my knowledge, doesn't speak English, or he doesn't speak it ongoing in his interviews and stuff. Doesn't like do anything extra to showmanship stuff to promote the fight. And then you got him fighting in Philly against it's doo-doo, baby. You know, Cuckoo Cal or whoever the fuck this is who he was fighting. It's not my opinion. This is what happened. This motherfucker look like he on a do-rag box and shit. This motherfucker took Murray's hair grease model and shit. Man, come on, man. So it's like you have to pick a side. You gotta like, okay, if I'm picking Vodstick and Doodoo, you know, Demetrius Doodoo Andrade or whoever that is, whoever you think you are right now, that's cool. But at least probably make us a little bit more aware of both fighters' careers, like and what they're doing. Give us some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And not when it's needed, but beforehand. And I think that's what PBC has done well. Yeah, they got Demetrius Doodoo Andrade and shit. Like, bro, come on. I'm the realest in the game. It's okay. Yeah, he on the Just for Men and shit. Motherfucking road game lace fronts and shit, man. What? You know when that road game lace front come in the mail, you gonna pose for that picture. When that motherfucking lace front come, cause they, you know, dudes is getting weaves now too. I seen videos and shit. They shade this shit. They was looking like Mr. Magoo. And then they put that glue. Man, slow it down. I got bars. I said they had bald heads looking like Mr. Magoo, and they laced that front with that glue. Man, I know y'all seen them videos when the motherfucker glue the taper down, and then the barber be like, and then like edge it up and like it's some real hair. Man, get that fucking horse hair fade off. Hey, you gotta just go get a mohawk or bald or something. You can't. Y'all be wearing lace fronts? He said he looked like the Old Spice dude. Hey, I'm done. I can't even deal with this. He really do look like dude from Old Spice. Yeah. Bars. Yeah, we came with them bars. Yeah, man, you gotta pick a side. Niggas looking weird. My vampire streams be lit. I miss them. Y'all making me miss them. I just feel like that's kind of where the game's at. Not everything is a main event like that. I feel HBO, for the most part, in its prime especially, you wasn't on Boxing After Dark or HBO. Towards the end, it started getting watered down. But at its peak, in its pinnacle, you wasn't on no fucking HBO or even Showtime as no main event unless you was really... Like, I remember when Mike Tyson was fighting on Showtime, but it's Mike Tyson. That's when I broke my back. It's spinal. But if you weren't a guy like that, then you weren't necessarily main eventing. So I know it's different times, different eras and stuff, but they got to do better. You know, they got to do better promoting the young stars and people you want us to check for. And another thing is the clout chasing era. We're getting a lot of people, and a lot of the promoters have an old school way of promoting, and it's just by clout chasing. And they think, oh, this guy, you know, moves like Muhammad Ali, or just say he fights like Floyd, or he's the next Floyd, he's the next Pacquiao, and that's it. You just set that on that shit don't work no more. Because, listen, I'm going to tell you right now on my channel, ain't no next Floyd. Not Mayweather. You could be the next Floyd, another Floyd, Pink Floyd. You could be the next Pink Floyd or some shit, you know. but there ain't gonna be another Floyd for a minute. And even if someone appears to be the next Floyd, in my eyes, they ain't the next Floyd unless they do what the next Floyd shit. And that means survive undefeated for the next 10 to 15 years and start balling out, making these crazy bank and all that, skills galore without falling off. But if you don't have 10, preferably 15 years in the game, you ain't the next shit. When is that became cool? I'm so glad y'all blocked him. We already blocked him before. He annoying. When does that become cool and fashionable to just compare people to another person? And it's an unfair comparison. Like Floyd is fucking 42, for whatever age he is, 44, with 20 plus years in the game. That like Bob Arum or whoever saying Shakur the next Floyd been in the game longer than Shakur been on this earth. And that's not a knock on Shakur. I like Shakur. But let him do what he's going to do in his career, and then we'll see when it's all written. That's like the shortcut. People, it's like Mario Brothers 3. Remember that game on Nintendo? There was a certain section, you go like behind this door or some shit, and you get that warp whistle out the treasure. And what the warp whistle would do is you blow on the whistle, do, and it would take you and advance you to the end of the game with that warp whistle. Once you knew how to get to that, so you could bypass all the other levels, you don't have to play all the other levels, and it gets you to the last 3 levels of the game without having to work for it. That's what boxing promoters and boxers or whatever are trying to do. They want the Floyd Mayweather tag in comparison, but you ain't put in 15 plus years of dedicated hard work dedication like Floyd. We've seen guys like Errol Spence just recently, and Errol's a dog, but we just seen people recently like Errol Spence say the money, the fame started getting to him, and he lost a little bit of the focus outside of his training camps, where he was blowing up in weight. Guys got to go through whatever they got to go through, but the point I'm making is it's too early to judge anybody with a legend unless your career is over and you put in the same amount of time. That's like, imagine a YouTube channel that comes out. They could be as hot as they want in the first 90 days. Don't ever in your life compare them to Boxing Ego. This is different levels. I've been doing this for years, almost a decade maybe, full time. So don't ever fix your mouth in your lifetime to compare any new channel to what I'm doing, because that's not how it works. In this YouTube boxing game, I've seen people, they had a cool little run or whatever. I've seen people, they've dissed me, and a lot of those people don't even make it out. Like, they don't last. Where are they now? You see what I'm saying? So it's too early to anoint people. Just let whatever fighter be whatever fighter they are. In your career, when it's all wrapped up and said and done, then the people judge you. But people are trying to skip that with the Mario Brothers 3 warp whistle. Do. And they're just trying to say, oh, Lomachenko's Muhammad Ali. No, the fuck he's not. He ain't no motherfucking Muhammad Ali. He ain't no Ali G. He ain't no Ali Baba. He ain't no Tatiana Ali from Fresh Prince. He's no Ali that I've ever seen. He's not Murphy Lee and Ali, whatever the fuck, from Saint Lunatic. Bro, stop it. I'm done with the clout chase. I told you, I create all the standards in boxing. We, new media, we control the narrative. Ego over the clout chasing bloggers. I'm from a different era. That's never been cool. Like, look at how I survive in a game this long. Teflon Dawns, so long without my channel crashing or this and that, and without taking no breaks full time, without going back and getting a job. I did all this off the muscle. Hustle plus muscle. Yeah, I did the math. I ain't never had to mention nobody's name. I ain't never had to get in nobody else's lane. I didn't have to copy nobody. What are we talking about? So if I didn't have to do it, I'm living proof. I'm living proof that you don't have to clout chase, because I ain't never did that. You ain't never seen me use somebody else's platform to try to somehow further my own. Like, you know, especially like motherfuckers, the game is on that clout chase shit. Like not just boxing, but in the world. Motherfuckers will dish you, but steal from you. You dig? How you diss me, you want to be like me. That don't even make sense. Where I'm from, that don't make sense. You diss me, but you want to copy. You diss me, you want to be like me. Chocolatito is pound for pound. Hell no. That motherfucker, when he fought Rungvisai, he was pound for pound on the ground. He was some melted chocolate that night. Nestle Quick. I don't know about no pound for pound, bro. He got pounded. He got pound to the ground. That you bars. You ain't pound for pound. You pound to the ground, bro. He was rolling around on the ground versus Rungvisai. You ain't pound for pound. You pound to the ground. You on that UFC. Man, that's that ground and pound. Oh, my gosh. I'm about to kick these bars. Y'all better stop playing with me. Oh, bro, stop it. I know you joking. That's my dude from the Bay. I know you just saying that, bro. I know you don't believe that. Bro, he got melted in both fights. And he was melted chocolate that night, them 2 nights. I was at the first one. You ever leave a Snickers in the car on a hot summer day? You go back to eat it. You go to eat that Snickers or Kit Kat. You go to eat that shit. That shit, try to open the package. This shit just be dripping out and melting and shit. That's Chocolatito when he fought Rungvisai. Why he ain't rematch him? Fuck all these other fights. Fuck the Estrada rematch. Fight that motherfucking Muay Thai rat eating dude. Yeah, fight Tong Po. Yeah, he got, bro. Yeah, I don't want to see the Estrada rematch. I want to see Chocolatito versus Rungvisai. I don't care if Estrada got past him. That's Estrada. Styles make fights. I want to see Chocolatito versus Rungvisai. He already beat Estrada. He hasn't beat Rungvisai. See? Tell Eddie Hearn to make that. Run, tell that. Where that run back that Rungvisai. Yeah. Bro, and that's the old media way. You notice they don't never give no run backs, but when it comes to black fighters, they got to always do the run. Andre Ward Kovalev, first fight tough, run that shit back. Shane Mosley versus Oscar De La Hoya, first fight was close. They was mad. You know, a lot of the racists and old media shit was mad. Shane Mosley had to run that shit back. Mayweather Maidana, run that shit back. Mayweather Castillo, run that shit back. You know, even guys like Joshua Ruiz, you got to run that shit back. Lomachenko ain't, to this day, Wilder voice, he ain't fought Salido. He ain't never had to run it back. Isaac Dogbe, he got his ass whooped by Navarrete, but he at least tried. He ran it back. Chocolatito ran it back, but then lost both. And then now he just disappeared and then come back. And we supposed to just forget that you ain't got that one. You ain't got that get back. Man, stop. Stop it. Gary Russell, Loma. Man, hell no. They ain't finna do that, bro. Loma's whole matchmaking has been capped. I told y'all that. You'll see when Teofimo fight him. You gonna see. Put it this way. Mark my words. Teofimo I think he'll beat. This is just my opinion. I think Teofimo beats Lomachenko if they fight, without waiting too long and he's weight drained or some shit. I think Teofimo gets Lomachenko. Even if he doesn't get him, Lomachenko's in a real ass fight. It'll look different than Lomachenko's other fights. I can assure you that. It's not going to be what you think. Because you let the Lomosexuals, you let them tell it. Them Lomosexuals, they're going to say something different. They're going to say he's easy work. I don't agree with that. I don't think Teofimo is easy work at all. So I think Teofimo wins that fight. And even if he doesn't win, Loma's in a real fight. It's going to be one of Loma's toughest fight, if not his toughest fight. I see that. He was talking about up-and-comers, then immediately stated how I like ego, though. I don't know what that is. Man, I'm the kid with the most bars. I see y'all laughing. Bro, Loma's run has been capped. Cap gun. Bro, he hit Pedraza with infinity punches. All the punches, and Pedraza was still standing. Tank was beaming him. My name is Willie. Willie beaming. And Pedraza couldn't even take that. Loma's good, but boxing would be a great place if old media shut the fuck up. We wouldn't have none of these problems because the fighters like, Lomachenko, Triple G, they would all, people would just sit back and enjoy what they do. They're good fighters, gold medal, silver medalists, that's it. But that's not what happens. You have these man fans, and they come out and they start doing too much. And then even the promoters and different stuff, hey, unblock him, Hamza. He cool. He cool. Or don't block him, he's good. Anyway, that's what happens. You'll have these just radical fan bases, and they do too much. And it makes it just to keep it a buck, it makes it non-enjoyable, and it makes it hard to root for that person when the fan base is so toxic and radical and do that man fan stuff and lie and a bunch of name calling, all this childish games and stuff like that. And that fan base, that person never check his fans. It's like they don't mind that energy. So it makes it harder to root for them to succeed, and be the one. But me, I'm a fair critic. Even if I couldn't tolerate somebody's fan base, I'm not gonna lie on their name. If they were the illest out, then I would just tell you they're the illest out. I don't have to ever lie on anybody. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to lie and say somebody's trash when they're not. I've never said you notice on my channel, people say you hate Canelo, you hate this person. I never said anything negative about Canelo if you really think about it. I've never called Canelo out his name. I never said Canelo was trash. I never said Triple G was trash. I don't even talk like that. I don't be, he's a bum. I don't even do all that. Meanwhile, they do all that, but they just do it in the old media way. They do it about Wilder. They do it about Gervonta. They do it about this fighter. They did it about Andre Ward. They did it to Floyd. So it's just projection, people. That's what people do. They want to, they project it. That's what they do, and they project it onto you. But that don't work over here. Like I said, I think Loma's a good fighter. I think Teofimo beats him. All things being fair, fair judging, fair everything, I think Teo beats him. But even if he doesn't, Loma, you going to know Loma was in the top level fight, put it that way. They just hate you speak the facts on Canelo. I know, and that's why it makes me speak the more. I don't care, bro. They be beating up my dislike button when I say something about Canelo. I don't give a fuck. Do you see what these checks is doing? Man, what? You see these super chats? Y'all better stop playing. One dude told me, oh, yeah, man, you just hate Canelo. You're jealous. You're jealous because Canelo's cute and you're ugly. What? What? Bitch, where? What? Man, come on, bro. Bro, I had a dude. This is a man who allegedly pisses standing up. And he said, I'm hating on Canelo because I'm jealous because he's cute and I'm not. And this is allegedly somebody who stands up to P. I mean, you can't make this shit up, bro. What the fuck type of time are y'all on? Y'all be taking this boxing shit way too serious. I'm starting to think some of y'all was like trapped in the closet, if you know what I mean. Like you, like something happened, like some, I don't know. I don't want to speculate what happened to some of you, but like just repressed child memories, like somebody locked you in a garage or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what happened to some of y'all, but y'all minds be taking y'all like, I'll be like, man, that was a good Wilder video. Oh, suck that dick. Oh, you sucking that Wilder dick. Like, what the fuck? Bro, who acts like this? You see what I'm saying? Like, I say Wilder, that was a dope video. You want that bronze bomber cock. What? Like, this shit be weird. Sometimes I question, like, are you a boxing fan, or are you like, you just like men? Like what like I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, to each his own, but I don't understand. Like, you can't say shit. You like, man, that was a crazy knockout, Deontay. Yeah. Oh yeah, you and Wilder knock your shit off. Yeah, fuck yeah. What are you talking about? You want him to dominate Brazilian shit. Oh yeah. Prancing and dancing. Walking around the house prancing and dancing. Like Ted Danson. Like, these motherfuckers be on that weird shit. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. Like prancing and dancing. Listening to Manson with Ted Danson. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's all I need to know right now. I said, bop like Hanson. I'm listening to Hanson and Charles Manson. Chilling with Ted Danson. Like, what the fuck? Dancer and Prancer. You don't want to play any reindeer games with Dancer and Prancer. I'm prancing and I'm dancing. I'm dancing in my pants and I'm pantsing, I'm dancing, kneeling for the anthem. I'm with the anthem. Like, what the fuck? I said I'm kneeling for the anthem with Ted Danson, and he's looking so handsome. And I'm listening to Hanson. Like, what the fuck? That motherfucker said, bop like Hanson. Bop like Hanson, kneeling with the anthem and Ted Danson, looking handsome. He motherfucker be wildish. I can't even, like, I don't even know what's going on. Prancing. Yeah, I'm prancing in the pants. I'm prancing in the pants, dancing. I'm dancing with Ted Danson. Oh, yeah. Prancing in the pants with Manson and Ted Danson. Frolic. I want to frolic and play. I hate LJ. I hope no one is just joining the chat. Why? So they can see me dancing with Ted Danson, prancing in my pants, dancing. Cheers like Ted Danson. Oh my gosh. I don't give a fuck. Ego, you were the first boxing stream I seen on YouTube. Hopefully I wasn't doing that Ted Danson and prancing. Marilyn Manson, Charles Manson. I'm in a mansion with Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson in a mansion with Ted. Hold on. Yeah, I'm eating some crunch and munch for lunch with Marilyn Manson in a mansion and Ted Danson, Charles Manson, Helter Skelter and Charles Manson. I'm prancing in the pants. I'm prancing in the pants with Ted. Like, let me stop, bro. That motherfucker gonna call the cops on me. You guys get it though. These motherfuckers be weirdos in this boxing shit. This should be weird. He said chilling with Ted Danson in a crazy bar. Got crazy bars. I'm a crazy star. I'm drinking a Starbucks. I'm trying to make some Starbucks. Yeah, man. These dudes be wildin'. I think Loma and Porter either way, but I'll give Loma one What are you talking about? Loma and Porter. They not even in the same division. I don't even know. What's going on right now? What does Porter got to do with Lomachenko? I don't get it. I don't even understand right now. Bro, what? See, this that bullshit. YouTube on that bullshit. My shit looking like the T1000 and shit. Why my shit look like the T1000? What the fuck is this? I know this hurts, Sarah. Call to John. Call to John, Sarah. Bro, they got my shit looking like the T1000. What the fuck? How's Wolfie? Your foster parents are dead. Like, this motherfucking T2 ass arm. Look, bro, they got my shit melted. See, this is what I do for y'all. Somebody said, visit my canal. What the fuck? Man, get him out of here. That sounds like some weirdo shit. He's like, hey, kids, hop in the van. I'm trying to find my dog. I got some candy in this white van. I got this blacked out van with black windows. Like, what? No. I was a smart ass kid, bro. That shit would not work. Motherfucker talking about, I'm trying to find my dog. You gonna find him by yourself. You better put an ad in the paper, motherfucker. What? That dude said, come to my canal. What the? Y'all weird, bro. Yeah, meet me at the embankment. I want to meet you at the embankment. Celebrate our engagement. Let me stop, bro. What the fuck? That dude said, he said, meet me at the canal. Fuck no. I ain't never had no dude just say, meet me at no canal, bro. What? Bro, yeah, I'm going to meet you. I'm going to be strapped, dude. I'm going to meet you with that Glock 19, dog. What the fuck? Because I don't know. You going to push me in the water or something. I don't know. That man said, meet me at the canal. Hella times, though. Y'all be wilding on my vampire streams. The vampire stream. I feel like that's kind of why I created the vampire stream. The freaks come out at night. The freak come out. The vampire streams always have a weird ass energy. These people just be coming with some, yeah, me. Ego, can you wish my wife Sarah a happy birthday? What's up, Sarah? Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your special day. Everybody say shout out to Sarah. You better not be lying to me. I hope it's a real birthday. He said he fishing and you the bait. Yeah, all right. We gonna see. That's like that. They be getting mad at my thumbnails talking about I clickbaited them. Man, don't come on my channel crying. I'm gonna just tell you that. You tricked me. You gonna trick me. They be mad too. Like I don't put titles. I just put a print symbol and you don't know what the video's about. You see what I'm saying? They be lying on me. Y'all let them lie on me. Every single one of my videos, there's a title and it lets you know what the video's about. And they be like, this is clickbait. You gonna click me. You gonna click me. What? Like it don't have no title. Like, I don't do that. And a lot of the time is because y'all read like R. Kelly and Mayweather and shit, and you don't know how to read fully, so you'll think it says something because you didn't thoroughly read. That's not my fault if you read like Floyd. You see what I'm saying? That's your problem. Hooked on Phonics work for me. Then people get mad at me because they read the title wrong. What type of who does this, bro? You mad at me because you can't read. Man, you said Canelo was injured. Like, no, the fuck I didn't. You clickbait me. All right, whatever. Anyway, I don't even understand that whole concept of ego clickbait me and all this shit. Motherfucker, you clicked. We winning. We working. You clicked. That's all I want. You clicked. Surprise, motherfucker, you clicked. Yeah. They act like that hurts me or something. You tricked me. You gonna click me. Motherfucker, you clicked. Now let me collect my check. Click that shit. Yeah. I like when y'all click. I want y'all to click more shit. Click all the videos. Like Adam Sandler and click. Fuck it. Like a remote. You better click. They act like it's a bad thing. Like it hurts me. Oh, this is clickbait. Motherfucking Tekashi. Y'all be snitching in the comment section. Just shut up and watch the video. Shit. I got time for this. If you've been on YouTube long enough as part of the game, man, they be mad as fuck. Yeah, smash the like button. Bro, I think YouTube keeping light. I ain't even tripping, bro. It is what it is. We get money off these super chats. I'll take that over them likes anyway. But yeah. Y'all got me bugging. Hold on, let me check the. Bro, we got bread on a vampire stream. I just look. YouTube is kind enough to add it up for you now. Old media been dead, but it is what it is. Let me see what is the title of this video about? Hold on. Oh, Fury Joshua. Oh, let me I'm gonna close with that. Bro, why are people talking that Fury Joshua shit is cap. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of the clout chasing in the boxing game. That shit is fake. That shit is cap. If you don't listen, explain this. What part of the game is it where you allegedly have a fight done and you go to blabbermouth to the public, but you can't tell us a date? You can't tell us a date? You can't tell us a venue? You ain't got past your mandatory? You ain't got past your Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. In the UK, all these British teeth, they falling for it. They be like, yeah, Eddie did it again. Yeah, mate, you did it, mate. Oh, Eddie. Oh, you're slagging him, mate. You're slagging Boxingego. You did it. Cha-cha-ka-banga. Man, shut that shit up. Ain't shit done. If they agree to principle, who cares? So let me get this straight. Y'all gonna disrespect Wilder, and Tyson Fury can have all the contracts signed in the fucking world that he want. What happens if Wilder flatline this man and knock him out? Then what? What happens to the Joshua fight? Okay, just like I thought. Probably doesn't happen next. And even if it did, how the Saudi Arabia, let's say the Sheiks or Kinahan, whoever the fuck is coming up with the money, the fight is not going to be worth the same amount of money. So if the Sheiks from Saudi Arabia, let's say for the kingdom, they want that fight, and they said, oh, we'll $100 million fight. If Fury get knocked the fuck out, even if he move on and fight Joshua, why would the kingdom of Saudi Arabia put up the same amount of money that they were willing to put up for champion Fury? It's not how that works. So the best thing to do would be what? Oh, that's wet. That's right. Fucking wait. Wait for this pandemic to hopefully end or calm down. Wait to see if you get past Wilder. Wait to see if Joshua gets past presumably Pulev. And then you can do all the little contracts to your heart's content if everything goes well. But guess what? Eddie Hearn is desperate. DAZN is desperate. And I don't even know why Tyson Fury made that video. But that's what it is. And they're desperate to blabbermouth. This is my real critical thinking. I also feel Joshua is getting destroyed in the UK. People are calling him racist. I seen it was trending. It said Anthony Joshua racist. I'm like, what the fuck? And there was a million tweets from angry British teeth, and they were disowning AJ, saying he was saying Black Lives Matter and he forgot where he came from, and he was telling people not to patronize white businesses. They were just angry with him. They're like, oh, I pay for all your fights, mate. It's over. You're slagging me. You know, fuck your mother. You know, they were saying all types of weird shit. Your mom, you know, you're slagging your mom. They were saying all this shit. So they're mad at him. Oh, what a coincidence. When Joshua has been reamed and, I don't know, like ostracized from the UK more so than he's been that I can remember in the last 3-4 years. Now all of a sudden some brilliant British news comes out that's not being confirmed by Bob Arum, that's not being confirmed by Frank Warren, and you want me to believe it? Bro, it's looking so bad for old media. Bro, Top Rank just have a card. Who watched the Top Rank card? The Jesse Magdaleno card. Who watched the Jesse Magdaleno card? The whole thing. Anybody watch the Top Rank card? It was like 3 or 4 fucking fights. Anybody watch it? All right, MoneyGrams. Did they show you a graphic, a date for Joshua Fury? Did Top Rank, who's Tyson Fury's UK or USA promoter, did they say Joshua Fury was announced on that telecast? Cursor, you can answer too. On the Top Rank telecast today, did they say anything about Joshua Fury is a done deal? Not at all. Nothing of the sort. No, sir. We'll wait for Cursor. What's Cursor's verdict? Looked like Magdaleno wanted to quit. He didn't like that rough shit, and I think he was out of shape. I'm gonna wait for my guy Cursor. Cursor, you there? Did they say any? They ain't show none of that shit. See, they showed the video call with him saying he has to smash Wilder's face in first, but he never stated it was done. Boom. So there you have multiple people who watched the card, and guess what? Why would ESPN and Top Rank, when they already have a card that's not that huge, post-pandemic? Look, LJ says she didn't even know it was on. That would be the news of Fury versus Joshua would be bigger than the whole Magdaleno card. So if you had news that juicy, why wouldn't you use this precious ESPN airtime to promote it? Because the fight is not done. Who would do that? If the fight was done, then why would you not promote it on your own show? And you're part of it. You're part of it. Why didn't Eddie Hearn go to his social media and post a flyer? Because the fight is not done. You guys can continue playing these Eddie Hearn games and all this bullshit. Enjoy. But the real recognize real. Just like Eddie Hearn says, hey, we got the Dillian White and Francis Ngannou press conference. And then later that day, they said, grand opening, grand closing. God damn you, man, Hove cracked the bottle opening. Grand opening, grand closing. Just as soon as they told you the Ngannou Dillian White press conference was coming, they told you it got canceled. So believe that if you want. So it's all cap. And if it ain't, then why didn't you promote the fight then? That's like PBC having the Errol Spence Sean Porter card and they're running it, live. And then they got Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia and it's already done. It's already set in stone. They have a date and venue, and they know about it, and they don't promote it on the Spence Porter card. That's stupid. They would have someone whip up a flyer or a graphic real quick, and then they would promote it. They would already get the promotion started. But guess what? If you don't have a fight, then you're going to do some lion shit. Eddie Hearn need to be in the Lion King remake, you know, because he think he's Simba, because he just be saying whatever, bro. It's just really weird that we keep getting it. Like, I'm starting to believe the UK like blue balls. Like, just imagine if a girl says she's going to sleep with you. She's like, come over. I'm ready. I want to sleep with you. I want to fucking sleep with you. I don't know why she sound like that, but you guys get it. I don't feel like doing it. So you sexting with the chick, and she's like, Ego, I want to fucking sleep with you. I want to fucking sleep. I want to fucking sleep with you. And then I drive over there. And we watching a movie, and she said, I want to fucking sleep with you. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. And then I get over there, and the bitch really want to sleep. Like, I thought you was trying to let me, you see what I'm saying? She really trying to sleep. She really wanted to watch Netflix and actually sleep. Like, I thought that was code words and shit. I ain't know Bill Cosby said, I would like to put the pudding in the jello with the pudding. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing, but you see what I'm saying? Like, this bitch really want to sleep. She would want to fucking sleep with you. Inga, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. She really want to sleep. I thought she was gonna let me smash and shit. I wanna fucking sleep. I wanna fucking sleep. That's the UK, bro. You just keep going to the chick house. She acting like she gonna give you the snappy nappy dugout. And then she keeps sending your dumb ass home with blue balls. That's Eddie Hearn. They keep saying all these fights and shit. Oh, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, this sounds great. Tevin Farmer, Gervonta Davis, this sounds great. Oh, yeah. Andy Ruiz and Delia White, this sounds great. Tyson Fury and AJ, this sounds great. Charlo and Andrade, this sounds great. And then none of this shit happened. And you stuck with blue balls. You stuck with the girl. I want to fucking sleep. I want to fucking sleep with you. Man, this shit be wasting my time and shit. Y'all gonna pay me. Listen, I probably ain't even doing no streams unless y'all paying, bro. Y'all gotta pay me. My time is money, bro. Because I just keep whooping y'all ass and saying the same shit and keep getting it right. See, motherfuckers think I'm like doing some Tekashi shit trolling. I believe everything. I ain't Tekashi. Everything I'm saying, I'm gonna fucking sleep. And like all this shit, I believe in my soul. I really believe this shit I'm saying. This ain't no Tekashi. I'm just doing it for laughs and gags. And I believe this, bro. My wife said Ego is back for real, bro. I'm on another level. I told you I'm sharp. I feel good. And like I said, you guys keep in the UK, you British teeth, Mr. Bean watching motherfuckers, keep letting the blue balls come. You know, all these falsehoods and, bro, just really think about it. Like clout chasing, fake announcement, press conference, O'Hara Davis and whoever the fuck, but they didn't fight. You know, press conference, Ngannou, Dillian White. But then we didn't even get to watch the shit. You did all this shit, wasted everybody's time, wasted Ngannou. That motherfucker got power, so I ain't gonna say nothing crazy about him. That motherfucker, I seen how he knocked the other dude out so crazy in his last fight. So I ain't gonna say nothing about Ngannou. But anyway, we can't even watch the press conference. You did all this shit. It's cap. Dillian White keep calling out Wilder. To this day, he ain't fought Wilder. Dillian White keep talking about Andy Ruiz and Eddie Hearn and the WBC. None of this shit has happened. So why do we have to keep hearing about it? You know, I'm I understand ambition. I understand Devin Haney wants to fight Lomachenko. I understand Devin Haney wanted to fight Luke Campbell. I understand Devin Haney wants Ryan Garcia. But his promoter got to get shit in motion and make that shit happen, period. I understand Devin Haney might want to fight Teofimo or whatever, but your promoter got to get these things happen. That's what it is. It's just the UK has brought in such a nasty capping ass energy. I can't fuck with that, bro. I fuck with the UK, but I only fuck with the real shit. You got to be talking about something. I don't care about if you have Dillian White and Ngannou signed. Give me the date. I'll promote the fight. That's cool. It's a solid fight. If you have Dillian White and Andy Ruiz done, give me the date. I'll promote the fuck out the fight. It's a solid fight. You see? But the UK, they like getting blue balls. And they like just hearing about it and arguing and talk. I'm not doing that. So unless you have a date, time, and venue, you don't even have the announcers or the broadcast. You don't have a fight then. How Joshua Fury, what network are going to be on? What network? DAZN don't do pay-per-view. So what is it going to be on? Since AJ typically has been fighting on paper or on DAZN, and Fury been fighting on ESPN pay-per-view. So what the fuck is Joshua Fury? Since it's a done deal, right? What network is it going to be on? DAZN said they didn't do pay-per-views. So what's the resolution? Oh, that's right. You don't have a fucking fight, so none of this stuff has been sorted out. Just wasting my time. Bro, I believe I'd rather waste, listen to me. This is real gems. Smash the like button. 7 days a week, I would rather waste money than waste time. You know why? Because I'm a natural born hustler. I can always get money back. That's never been a problem for me. I've had money. It's come and went through my hands. There's never been a time where, with the right mindset, I couldn't hustle, sell something, go on offer up Facebook Marketplace, whatever I had to do to flip something, make some money, get a job, whatever. I can always get money back, but I can't get my time back. That's the difference. So 7 days a week, I would rather sacrifice money than time, because time you can't get back. I can always get money back. I lose 20, I can work hard, get 40. If I lose 40 minutes, then I just lost 40 minutes. There's no way I can, Marty McFly this shit and get them 40 minutes back. So think about it in the bigger scale. If I use 40 minutes a day, 7 days a week, okay, add that up. If I lose an hour here and I'm losing 2 hours here, add that up. It adds. So I'm not about wasting my time. Every time I talk, I want it to mean something. When I speak, I want it to matter. I want it to mean something. And if it don't, then I don't need to be talking. How the hell you plan to fight in 2021 and your fight now barely has a date? Real recognize real. That's a great point. That's an awesome point. Shout out to you. Shout out to D Munton. That's what I'm saying, bro. Get Eddie Hearn, bro. Get him. Smash the like button. That's what I'm saying. That's a great point. We don't even know when Wilder Fury 3 happening. How the fuck is Joshua Fury? Man, get this shit out of here. You see? We don't even know Wilder. That's the next fight. Fury even said that in his video announcement. He said, I gotta just smash in the bronze Obama's face. And, he said all that. We don't even have a date for that. We don't know if crowds are going to be allowed. We don't know what state, what country. We don't know if it's going to happen in 2020. We don't know nothing. And you trying to schedule the next fight, that's just an utter disrespect to Deontay Wilder. I hope he knocks out everybody. No, not just Tyson Fury. I hope he knocks out, I like a firing squad. I just like announcers, ring girls, bro. I don't care at this point. I just want to see him. I hope Wilder knocks everybody out. Just everybody in the vicinity, just boss, and I just hope he levels everybody because I'm sick of the games. Real talk. I just want to see him knock everything, just anything moving. Anything with the pulse, I want to see him knock out. Because I'm sick of this weak ass, fake ass energy in boxing. I hope he's out, bro. Who? Michael Buffer, anybody, bro. I really don't care at this point. Whoever's in the way, like on some menace to society. Man, I ain't killing no women and kids. Them Morses killed your cousin. They just killed your cousin. God damn it, you ain't gonna do shit. God damn it, like, bro. I don't care. I'm O-Dog. I don't give a fuck who out there. I women and kids, bro. Both y'all acting like some motherfucking bitches. Like, bro, I literally don't give a fuck who out there. I'm on that menace shit. I'm on that MC8 O-Dog shit. I promise you. Max Kellerman, anyway, bro. Mad Max, Max Kellerman, whoever's in the way, I hope Wilder knocks out. Anybody get, you know how Broner, anybody can get it, bro. Bro, Karen, all of these motherfuckers. I hope Karen's right there saying some racist shit. Wow, bombs. He just knock everybody the fuck out. I promise you. I just want to see it all end. And I think boxing will be, you know, where it needs to be. Once Wilder knocks out everything. You know, Crib Keeper, whoever's out there. I want to see them knocked out. So I can just laugh. He so said Max Payne. Bro, Tylenol Max, I don't give a fuck who's out there. He said Larry Merchant. Bro, everybody. It just has to happen. Larry Merchant, Larry Flint, you know. Larry Fitzgerald. Like, man, come on, bro. Everybody got to go. I'm just sick of it. And I don't understand, like, I always say, if you promote sucker shit, if you do sucker shit, then you're a sucker. So that's how I feel. I feel like there's a lot of weird energy and then people are just acting like this shit is cool. Maybe I'm just from a different, you know, era or something. I don't know. But all this clout chasing, that is really not for me. Like, this is not what I prefer. Again, I have no problem promoting anybody's fight, but you have to actually have a fight. If you don't, like, who does this shit? Like, that's like when people lie on their dick and say they slept with a girl and they really haven't. Who does shit like that? I really hope y'all ain't did that. You know, when motherfucker lie on their dick, motherfucker be lying on their dick and shit, and say, man, I fucked Michelle. You know, I fucked Lydia. And you say you fucked this person and you really didn't. Who does that? Like, why would you do that? Like, either put in the game and the work to get the girl to give it up and like you and you know, and take it there, or shut the fuck up and, you know, keep it a buck. Say I fucked Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta lie to kick it. If you fuck Lizzo, that's cool. That, you know, that's your speed. You fuck Lizzo. But don't tell me you fuck Maya and Beyonce and you fuck Lizzo. Like, you know, there's no need for that. You know? That's how I feel. So if you have Joshua Fury actually done, let's get the promotion done. With, like, show me the flyer. Show me the date. Show me the time. How you got this shit? Like my man said, you don't even have Wilder Fury 3, which Fury said he has to just smash it in like it's just the easiest thing to do in the world. We don't even have a date for that. How you have a date for the next shit? Man, come on, bro. Y'all fucking with a real one. Do you understand? Bro, this is Eddie Hearn. I don't have no kids. Let's say I was going to have a boy and a girl, right? 2 years apart. My first kid is a girl, right? That's like, I plan on having a boy 2 years later. That's like me picking out the boy's name. Okay, so my girl's pregnant. She's going to deliver this baby in 9 months. And I'm thinking of boy names, even though the doctor said it's a girl. I'm having a girl. What the fuck? Why would you pick out boy names just because you plan on having a boy, But the immediate future, what's here right now, is the daughter. She's pregnant. She had the ultrasound. Blood. She had the ultrasound. You're having a daughter. You're going to have a daughter this February. Why the fuck would you be picking out boy names when you're about to have a daughter? I don't care what you want to do in the future. The immediate future, the here and now, the next order of business is your daughter. So using that same principle, if your girl was pregnant with a daughter, you wouldn't be thinking of boy names for your future second child and son. You would probably, since it's kind of, you're on a times table, you would probably think of girl names for your daughter that will be due in February. So using that same common sense logic, why the fuck would you be planning Fury Joshua to that degree when you don't even have Wilder Fury fully planned and announced to the public? Again, you are having a daughter and you're worried about the boy names for your future child. Doesn't it sound like somebody who has their priorities messed up? That's why, to me, it's all cap. Because who's going to do that? Who's going to think of boy names for their future son when they're about to have a daughter in 9 months? Doesn't make any sense. So I don't really care about Fury Joshua at all, because I have to see how Joshua looks in presumably his next fight, and I have to see how Fury Joshua or Fury Wilder 3 plays out. Until those two things happen at the very least, then guess what? I don't really care, because those are the hurdles and the things that would have to get out the way. Like Ludacris said, move, bitch, get out the way, before anything else happened. And that's light. That's light. That's not including Dillian White gonna be mad if he don't get the fight in February as a mandatory. That don't include Usyk, his ass, if he don't get his mandatory spot. That don't include possibilities that people fuck up and fail a drug test, possibilities that people get injured, possibilities that, you know, people in the Irish media are going in on the Daniel Kinahan guy. That doesn't include none of that. That's just extra obstacles that they have to, you know. That doesn't include or tally in how Joshua may or may not look in his next fight. That doesn't include if Fury get knocked the fuck out by Wilder. So there's just too many variables, bro. And boxing is not the one for that. Boxing is like Queen Latifah in the 90s. You can say whatever to whatever chick, but don't disrespect Queen Latifah. She named Queen Latifah. She named after a queen. Don't do that, because Queen Latifah will check your ass. QNIT, I ain't a bitch, you're a hoe. Oh, QNITY, UNITY, that's a unity. Bro, that's Queen Latifah. You could do this with the other little chicken heads, but you don't disrespect Queen Latifah. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how boxing is. Boxing's like Queen Latifah. UNITY, I ain't a bitch, you're a hoe. Don't disrespect boxing. Get past Wilder. If it's so easy, then, you know, the floor is yours. But DAZN ain't got no fights. Eddie Hearn can't get these press conferences. The motherfucker, when the pandemic first started, Eddie Hearn did like 40 interviews with fighters in the first week. So he probably burnt out and don't have no fighters to interview. Nothing really going on to be interviewing people anyway. Especially like, I'm no disrespect, but no media just lost it, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to watch no Bevo interview with Eddie Hearn. You not no boxing reporter. Why we, bro? This man is all in the video. He can't stay away. Like, he really can't. Why do we need you to interview Bevo? You could at least have a boxing reporter and get them the alley-oop. This man trying to get the views. Like, he a YouTuber. This shit crazy. And Bevo is not, he's not like someone who's been built and branded, like where, you know, people just all checking for, what would Bevo do? You know what I'm saying? At this point, you dig? Kamal Oz, Debo Dillian is always third wheel and second fiddle. But the sad part is he with slave room, and he let that white man call him a slave in front of him, and he don't see it. He don't see that he's the last priority. He don't see that Joshua is the cash cow, and they're gonna do what benefits their pockets first. And he's playing guard dog. He don't see that. That's my time, people. DAZN, the only app not selling in the pandemic. Facts. Bro, he's Diddy all in the video. That's what I'm saying. We gonna see how this all play out. Like I said, my personal hope for boxing to grow the sport of boxing is there's no reason to prematurely announce all these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's another example. I'm the king of analogies. If a girl thought she was pregnant, it would probably make sense to, at the very least, take a second. If you took a test from the Dollar Tree and it said you were pregnant, you're probably better off getting at least a second test, like a more high-end one, a more expensive one, just to make sure, preferably going to the doctor. But the point I'm making is this. If a woman took a test, which sometimes could read as a false pregnancy, it doesn't make sense to report it all to your social media feed and say, hey, I'm pregnant with my first kid, and, this long thing, and you ain't really checked with the doctor or at least did a reliable test to see if you're pregnant. It's kind of like you're prematurely announcing it. That's what Eddie Hearn and DAZN keep doing. They keep talking about every fight but the fights that they've actually made. Dillian White, he's supposed to be fighting Povetkin, but let's talk about Ngannou. Let's talk about Ruiz. Let's talk about Wilder and make fun of him. Let's talk about everybody else, Tyson Fury. But what we won't talk about is the fight that was supposed to happen with Povetkin. Let's talk about Fury Joshua. Let's not talk about Joshua Pulev, which looks like a fight he has to get through. It doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. So if you guys as fans want to partake in it, that's your business. Don't come to my channel for that, because I'm not really with that. I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying. I'm standing up like I always do on my square. Ain't getting knocked off my pivot. 10 toes down. I got to stand up for boxing. I got to stand up for what's right. I hate all the clout chasing and the cap shit. Again, none of this would be a problem if you actually make the fight. If you make Ngannou versus Dillian White, I ain't got no beef with you. But I don't care about no press conferences or tic-tac-toe matches and Skype call. I don't care about that. Make the fight. And preferably, this is a big one, don't announce anything unless it's done deal. We already, as boxing fans, go through it where we get hyped for a fight and then someone is injured and fails a drug test or so, and then they get pulled out of the fight. So that's already heartbreaking enough for like when Abdulmatis revealed his eye injury, canceled the Gervonta Davis fight. That hurt because I was looking for it. So we already go through that as fans. So why do we have to deal with this Eddie Hearn DAZN bullshit where they keep announcing and negotiating through the media for fights that they don't have? Nobody's on your side. Get the shit done yourself. You're not going to use the media and little pawns and shit to put pressure on, let's say, Charlo to make the Andre fight. Just make the fucking fight. If you can do it, make the fight. End of story. If you can't, then make what you can and promote that. It's really simple. Shout out to Hardline Boss. Oh, you a real one. Where you from? He said, they can't stop pump faking. That's exactly what it is. Pump faking. Stop. How does this benefit boxing? Blue balls. That's what the UK likes. Chisora checked Hearn at the presser, didn't he? Yeah, I like Chisora. He be real with it. Oh, you from Oakland? Okay, because I could tell by the hard line. You pushing the hard line and then the pump faking. You sounded like some Bay shit. See? My Bay Area brotherhood. Bro, that's literally listen to what I just said. It's so insulting, and it waters down the sport of boxing. Again, we have fighters that fail drug tests. Fights get canceled for a slew of different reasons: pandemics, failed drug tests, can't make weight. Motherfucker got punched at the Clarissa Shields thing. The fight got canceled. All this type of shit happened. Injuries. These things always happen just naturally. Pandemics and, like I said, motherfuckers getting punched at the weigh-in, missing weight. So fights get canceled regular. Why we got to hear about a bunch of fakes and get fake pump faking and get our hopes up for fights you don't even have made? That's watering down the sport too much. Like I said, we already have to endure and deal with the other various slew of reasons. A fight won't get sanctions. Chavez don't want to do a drug test. Fights potentially getting canceled for shit like that. So why do we want to hear Eddie Hearn and everybody else recklessly promote fights and try to promote them through the public that aren't made? It don't make sense. And I think it kills the integrity for boxing. And I'm trying to get this sport as big as it was in the 80s or whenever. Back in the day, everybody knew Mike Tyson. But some of these new fighters, not everyone's going to know a Shakur Stevenson at the moment. That's my time. The Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. Told you, it's looking bad for old media.